Hi everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel and to Planner School. I hope you guys are finding these videos useful and helpful this week, and next week are kind of going to be not necessarily related to each other, but they're going to happen in like the same space. So I'm going to kind of introduce both of them here just in case you're curious. So this week we're going to talk about layering pieces and just some strategies for, I don't know, just like shaking it up a little bit in your planner, maybe getting out of a rut as far as like styling things a little bit differently and things like that. I am not going to go into like floral layering. If you guys want to see some epic floral layering, go watch Shantae plans, go watch Allie Joan plans, go watch Gathered plans. They are linked in my like on my channel page. I have like people that I love to watch. They're linked on there, so you can easily find them if you're, on my on my Tiger Kitty Co page. But we're going to talk about some kind of just basic layering type things today, just to kind of shake it up a little bit in your planner. And then next week, we're going to talk about extender boxes. So these kind of stickers basically look like nothing, but it allows you to kind of have a piece that you can lift and fold in your planner. So I will show you guys how to use day extenders in your planner. But what's going to happen is I'm going to use the same set of stickers for both of these plans, or both of these planner school videos. So this is a sticker kit that I am currently using this week. I'll link that video up here. And then we're going to use both of these, day extenders plus layering things on the same spread in this 1 Ton in a Million planner. So this is my planner from 1 Ton in a Million that I've just sort of played around with. So I guess I should show you like the what are these? These are they're meant for the Aura Estelle Cloud, but they are A5 wide size, and essentially you can fit like a normal quote unquote Erin Condren standard size sticker kit in them. This one I just played around with, and then this one I filmed for you guys. This one was a planner school video. This one I showed you with this planner school video. So these are up on my channel, and we're going to start working here. So this is what a blank spread looks like. The washi space is smaller than like a 7x9 planner, but the rest of the space is pretty comparable to anything else you would be planning in. So that's why I use this planner. It's really, really fun to plan in, and I will show you what I have left from my Glam Planner kit. So I have all of my glitter headers because I did use this in my Daily Petite Planner, so I have a ton left. But I have all my glitter headers. I have 3 of these girl full boxes. I have this kind of functional stuff, functional and glitter header and box type things here, little things, icons, boxes, a random glitter header, some deco scripts and functional stuff here. I have the boxes here. I have the double box, which I will show you how to do a like double box day extender. So that will be in next week's video for planner school. I have I always say littles because it says littles, headers and washi strips, the full heart checklist, which you guys know I adore these, but I will show you how to cut these down so that they look a little better in case you don't need the whole checklist, but you are like me and you want to use them. I have the full washi strips, the work labels, and the date covers. I have 4 full boxes here, and then I have a bunch of full boxes here. So I'm going to put some of this stuff down. I'm not going to put everything down because, again, I'm going to use some of these same types of things in next week's video with the day extenders. So really, I'm not going to be putting down full boxes this week. I am going to put down the washi and the date covers. We will play with some of these boxes. I don't know. We might use some of this for layering. I'm going to save the full box. We'll probably use some of this. We'll probably use some of this. Maybe full boxes we will save. We'll probably use glitter headers. So we're going to stick to a lot of the functional type stuff today. And then let me show you what I pulled out for layering and categories of layering, and there's going to be so much more than this also. So the first thing I have pulled out here are half cut headers. I know a lot of people are kind of like, what the heck do you do with a half cut header? So we will talk about half cut headers. And then I have some examples of some different kinds of bows, things that are a little bit smaller, things that have like a longer tail on them, ones that are a little bit more squishy in size. I have things that are like flag shaped, either longer, more square, and then like overlay flag kind of things. I have some like office supply kind of things, pens and like paper clippy type things. These are like corners and drop downs, either clear or on white paper, corner overlays. We have different types of kind of horizontal dividers. Or like flourishes to divide the space. And I have other, like I have black ones, I have orange ones, like I have so much, but I'm not showing you everything. But if I pull something in, like we'll talk about it. I have little circles. These are transparent stickers that have different either bows or like foil on them. Here we have like tiny little teardrops, washi strips. There's like a little flag here, different kind of shapes. Again, just kind of shapes, again, either white or clear paper. And a lot of these are foiled. They don't have to be. You can buy these in black, and I will pull in black also. And yeah. Again, clear or white paper. I've got little clouds, and we're not going to use all of this. That would be insane. I just want to show you. So like if I use a corner like this, you can know like, okay, they might come in a pattern. So you can have variety. So here's like floral and then hearts and then, solid, or maybe you just have like the outline, or there's like seasonal ones that have like pumpkins. And then we have like the mandala type, or maybe like the more open type of half circle, or like floral flourish. And then we have different kinds of box type things. And then we have like these beautiful, I love these from the Giving Girl, these like bowstrung box type things, or we have like box shapes. So there's so many different kinds of pieces that we can be talking about that you can layer with. And then of course you can be layering icons, you can layer characters, you can layer a script, you can layer with washi, you can layer with full boxes. Like there's so many things you can layer with. So we're going to talk about as many things as I can think of. I'm going to start by laying some of the functional stuff, some of the functional stuff down. So like the headers and the washi, just to give me like a base to work with. And we're going to do the layering things today, and I'm going to leave room for things like full boxes because I'm going to do that in the other video. So it's going to be a little backwards and a little bizarre, but I'm not ready to do the day extender video yet today. So we're just gonna go with it, and I don't know, hopefully it makes sense to you guys. So I'm gonna put some music on and get some of this base laid down, and then we will come back and talk about the layering. But in case you haven't seen this Wonton in a Million planner with kind of like a normal sticker kit kind of thing in it, again, this is just a glam planner sticker kit, you know, a normal a normal size sticker kit. You can kind of see some of the formatting and sizing in case you're interested in the 1 ton in a million inserts, because they're really, really great if you ask me. So you will get a feel for that as well. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I don't have date numbers or anything like that, which is totally fine. I think I'm actually just gonna stick this super teeny tiny strip up here to just kind of start that off. Oh my gosh, I love it. That is super cute. So I lied, I put 1 full box down just because I needed something to start off my sidebar, which I think it looks great. So I have just 1 habit tracker, a weekly tracker, and then like a, I don't know, a checklist for like Happy Meal, workout, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I just always make everything up that goes in this planner. Like you just, I don't know, I have the most random stuff in here. But it's fun to like do things that are not normally part of my schedule, just to be creative. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave room across the top for my full boxes. And that way I don't have to worry about where I'm really putting things. And then I can put checklists and my layering stuff kind of on the bottom half. And that way I know where I'm spacing stuff out, which is totally fine with me. So like I said, I'll worry about full boxes in the next plan with me, or the next planner school, because I will show you how to use day extenders and that kind of thing. But we will get into some of the layering type stuff. So we will use some of this stuff in the kit because you can layer over the functional things as well. Of course, like it's totally fine, but I think it's fun to have things that stand on their own also. So I don't know. I am going to show you, like I said, how to kind of cut one of these and maybe use it as a smaller checklist, because I think a lot of people really like these because they're just really pretty. And she does include, there was another one here too, like she does include some of these, and then you also have the checklist, like the checklist flags. But there is something about Glam Planner check boxes that are so gorgeous, and I feel like a lot of people want to use them, but they don't necessarily know how to make them look pretty. So we're going to do that first. So part of the trick, because like the flags you can just cut, right? Like you can just cut these. Typically people keep the bottom part of the flag because that's where it's pretty with the little flag shape. Obviously, otherwise it's just kind of a rectangle. But you know, you do you. make use of what you have, I guess. If you cut it and you want a rectangle, like it's totally fine. And people layer these over things, or you can just use them as they are. But it's nice because you can cut them down. You do get a lot of hearts, and you might not need that many, and you can cut them to whatever you need. These ones don't have quite as many hearts, but I still feel like people want to use them. But they have not only like a pattern around them, but they also have a border on the inside. So when you cut them, they look a little funny. So let me just go ahead and cut one. A lot of people cut from the top down, and then they go to lay this portion, oh yeah, this is definitely crooked. They go to lay the portion of the sticker down, and you know, maybe this looks funny because there's only 2 hearts, but they go to lay this down and it just sort of looks unfinished. And that is because you're taking the top portion of the box. In my opinion, the bottom portion of the box is going to look a little bit more finished for you. And you can be a little creative. Now, I'm sure you can be creative with that top portion too, but in my opinion, this is where it's at. First of all, you could just stick a glitter header above this. You could stick a to-do header above this, and you can just sort of finish the box. If you're really like adventurous, you could cut that top portion off, and you can just like shrink the box, right? Like you can just cut, I mean, you could layer them or you could cut them and line this up so that, you know, it matches. The sides aren't necessarily going to match in pattern just because of where the pattern is lining up, but there's some fun things that you can do also. So let me just stick this, I don't know, I will stick it, I'm going to actually stick it on Tuesday just because there's one like right here. And so I don't know if I want that like right there. I'm going to stick it right here. And again, I'm pretty sure the top of that is crooked, but just pretend that it's not, okay? Okay, so let's try a divider. Where are my tweezers? These are bowstring dividers from my newest addiction. They are just flat, and then they have bows on either side. And because the bows are both up, in my opinion, this is not a very good divider as far as like creating movement between something on a spread compared to something like this where it's flowy and it kind of has motion in both directions, you know, where it's showing like a swirl. This is more like just like a straight line divider. So it's more segmented in my opinion. And I feel like it's, I don't know, just a little bit more blunt. So let's say this is going to be for work, and I know a lot of people use like the little glasses icon for work. So you could do something like this. So there's your little work icon. You have the top of your little list, and now you can use your list and you can list your things out for work. So instead of a to-do header, it's like this is for work, and now you have your 3 little things. We're also going to do one where we washi them down. We're going to use some bows. We're going to try like a mandala. I think we can get away with that. This one might be, I'm not sure about this one. We might try a pen. So let me cut a few more of these for you, and I'll show you a few more styles, but I'm going to fast forward because obviously it takes a while, especially if I need to pull these off of the page. Although I may not need to if I'm cutting a couple at a time, and I will show you these as we go through them. All right, so there are a couple different varieties. So I have the line with an icon of some sort. Obviously, it could be any icon. You could use a circle icon. It would not matter what kind of icon you put there. I just know I don't use the glasses, so I tend to use a lot of things in these mock spreads that I know I'm not going to use in my other spread. Here it looks like I kind of like taped it down with some washi tape, and then I just added a little matching bow right there, which is super cute. And then here I put the mandala, and then I put a pen kind of across where like that line, that cut line would be. And maybe these are writing tasks or whatever. Again, you could use some sort of like divider line. That would be a really pretty option. You could layer the mandala over top of it, and you could get the flourish from the mandala like on top of the box. You could put an icon in the center of the mandala. I thought about doing that, like putting a circle icon in there. I think that would have looked really nice. Let me see if I can find my circle icons. Like, let's say it was like a YouTube thing, and I had put like a YouTube right there. Like, I think that would have been really pretty also, even without the pen there, because then you have like that fan shape with the icon in the center and then your list of things coming down. I just wanted to try out the pen also, but I think that would have been really pretty. Like, one of these red icons would have been gorgeous also, like this phone, if you had people to call, like a nice bright icon in the center there. I think that would have been really, really nice. But those are a couple options as far as cutting the boxes down and giving you an option. I mean, again, you could layer the box with the top, either layering it or cutting it so that you have the finished product so that it looked like a complete box. That is always an option. But if you wanted to just cut it and then still make it look like something, here's a couple options for you. But again, if you're using the top portion of the box, I mean, again, these things you could do at the bottom, but I feel like it looks better if you use the bottom of the box than if you use the top of the box. That is my personal opinion. You do what you want. Obviously, whatever floats your boat. Okay, let's try a couple other things. Let's do some sort of box with like a quarter, some sort of quarter deco in it. Okay, so let me just move a few things. Let me just pick something to work with. Let's go on Monday here, and let me just pick like this red box to work with, and I think I'll just layer that down here. It's nice that I'm working on the bottom because it's easy to keep in the frame of the camera. I suppose I could zoom for you. So some of the like quarter sized things that I brought out. Actually, I was going to talk about something else and then I wasn't, and now I think I am. Okay, so first of all, with anything that's like half circle like these, you could always cut them in half. A lot of shops that make half or that make full mandala shape things like this also make half size things. So you could either buy full and then cut them in half as you wish. Some of these, like this one, if you cut it in half, may not look quite as pretty, but you know, ones that are more symmetrical like this, like you could totally cut them in half yourself and use them as quarters if you wanted to. But as I said, like a lot of them make them in halves already. That is always an idea. Or a lot of shops sell these kind of quarter designs. So these three are from Handabird Designs. These ones are from Sadie Stickers. Again, there are so many different varieties that you can purchase. We're going to probably try something from here today. These ones, I feel like these two don't really match this spread. They're a little bit more springy, I guess, and maybe we'll pull some of these solid foiled ones in. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to show you some of the variety that I had here. But she has tons of variety in her shop, but the Sadie Stickers ones are a little bit more conducive to this spread. And then these are corner overlays, but you can totally do these like a lot of people think about these as corners on like a full box, like to add deco, but you could totally put these as a corner overlay in a quarter box or a half box or a third box. Like that would be super pretty. You could even do it in this like little checklist. I think you can see like through the paper here. Like if you didn't need to write all the way across, or even after you wrote all the way across, you could add in little deco here. Like how cute is that? Afterwards, let me actually do that because I'm not going to use this on that red box. So let me just add one in and I'll show you. I recommend putting them in after you write just because it's hard to write on the glossy clear paper. You kind of like, especially if you're writing and you run into it, but after you've already written, like they're just a great little deco addition. Like how cute is that? So just something really, really sweet that you can add in. And I find especially these Scribble Prints Co. ones that used to come on the foil bundles, there aren't two matching ones. Like it's not like they come in sets. So you just have like these random random singletons floating around and you're like, what the heck do I do with them? Because they're all alone and I don't know what to match them with, but you totally can. So let me put one more over here. So I'll just put another one. Oops, you can't see. Just put another one on that box. So that's what you can do with these also, especially if you don't have matching sets of them and you're like me and you don't want to put a random one on like, you know, like the corner of a full box and just have like one random one and you're like, what? I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. But as far as these little guys, hopefully, are these going to be too big? Maybe I should have put a half box there. I think I'm not gonna... Oh, but these are both white. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one kind of longer and I'm going to layer it inside of the red because I want to keep the red showing. I don't want to lose like what the box actually looks like, but I want to add in like that little foil corner, and then again you can put like an icon or something over the corner. You could put like a book, you could put deco. I think I just want to do an icon. I'm like sliding out of my chair. Let's see here. Let's put let's put the little sleeping mask little guy here, and I'm not going to put it like right here because I feel like that sunflower is like the main part of the deco piece. So I'm going to kind of layer, like you can, you know, move your icon around. Like don't be afraid to like try out like where does it look best, and you can sometimes kind of eyeball it, like there's kind of an empty space right here, so I'm going to reach for that area, and you can look like, does it look best to pull it inside of the line, does it look best to pull it outside? So really I thought I was going to put it here, but now that I'm looking at it on camera, maybe I'll pull it inside. I don't know, I think I want it there so I can still see the top corner of that red. And I don't love that color with the red, but it's okay. And then I can write, like I had a sleep study the other day, so I can write like sleep study in there. But that's a way that you can layer like a corner piece over with an icon. And again, I think these are going to be too big even with this. Even with this half box. I kind of like this though. Let's do this. This is fun. I haven't done this before. And I'm not afraid to go over the lines. Some people are very like, they do not go over the lines, and you could just trim it so that it doesn't. But I personally don't care if my stuff goes over the lines whatsoever. So that's just personal preference, like what you're comfortable with. Now, let me grab a character. I brought all the fall characters out, you guys. I was so excited to like have something like fall. They're just so stinking cute. Oh my God, look at this little like drink. Oh, I think we have to use that. This is a Sweet Kawaii Design sampler. But how cute. Can't, so it's not really a character, I guess, but oh, I love it. And I can leave it so that like some of the gold is still showing on either side. Oh, I think that is perfection. Look how cute these are. So again, instead of just putting an icon in a box, you have an icon with some gold foil behind it, layered inside the box. Now, does it take a little extra thought? Yeah, of course it does. But in my opinion, it's kind of worth it. Okay, now we have other like box type things where, you know, you have like things that are foiled and layered, or like not layered, like you could write in them or you could layer on top of them as they are. I think the clouds are a little whimsical for the spread that I have going on, but I wanted to show them to you. But I want to use maybe something like this kind of box. These are Post-it note icons from Planning Roses, or I have these from Sweet Bella XOXO, or of course I have all of the boxes. I don't think I'm going to do these from Crafts by Towie because I feel like I've used these a bunch in my spreads lately. So I feel like if you've watched my Plan With Me's, or like a lot of people have used these recently, so I feel like I'm not going to use those. And I'm not sure. I know like a lot of these aren't really the right colors. And again, I feel like the clouds are going to be too whimsical. And the hearts, I don't know. I feel like they're just a little soft for the spread. So I think I'm going to stick with one of these two. And then I want to layer again. So where did I put all my fall? Okay, I'm going to use a character. This is a Glam Planner character. It's kind of like an Oktoberfest or like beer drinking. I don't drink beer, so I mean, I'm from Wisconsin and all, but like I don't drink beer. So I'm just going to grab one of these characters and use her for, you know, demonstration purposes. I think I'm going to use one of these boxes from Sweet Bella XOXO, and of course you can use them as they are. You can turn them, you can put them on any sort of angle you want, but we're going to layer one more time because if you put the white background, and you can buy these with like pink paper and stuff like that, but if you buy the white and then you put it on the white paper, sometimes they can get a little bit lost on the background. So what I like to do is either take washi or glitter headers and use them as background. So we have the glitter headers, or we have like the washi strips that come in the kit, and you can use those to layer with. You can obviously use like a flag with it too. Like there's all sorts of things that you could put behind it. I mean, you could even put it on top of like a label. I just feel like it kind of gets a little boxy when you use a lot of labels. So I prefer to use something more like a washi strip, even though it still kind of looks like a label. It doesn't have the like outline factor like box does, because it's a little more freeform. So that's just my opinion though. Okay, I'm gonna stick this here. Hopefully that's straight. I can't really see my lines. And then the other thing I like to do is, instead of sticking things right in the center, you know, see, like play around, where is it offset? Like this part of the washi is much more colorful than that part. So I want a little bit more of that part of the washi showing. And again, you can, you know, flip your box around. Where does it look the best? Do you need to write in it? Because this way is a little more writing space than that way. I think I actually really like it this way. So I'm going to stick this down here, and then I have my girl, and then you can layer that also. Like, does she look best here? Do you need to put her centered? Like, are you putting her smack in the center? Are you layering? Are you moving her up? Are you moving her down? Like, move it around. Like, don't be afraid to play with it. Like, don't just stick it down and be like, yep, okay, that's good. I actually really like her kind of like flat in the center, but because I would imagine writing on it, I'm actually gonna like move her over just a little bit. But I like the little bit of red peeking through in the corner right here, so I'm not gonna like cover her up all the way. And then because I have like a little bit of stuff like left down here, this is when I would maybe take some deco and kind of layer it in here. And sometimes this gets to be like a little much. Sometimes I go a little overboard, but I really like my deco. And sometimes it's a nice place to like, does that look like a pot leaf? I don't even know. It's just nice to pull it in sometimes. So the trick with the deco is that it's outlined in white, so sometimes it looks a little bit I don't know, you just have to be careful with it. Sometimes it doesn't look as natural to me. But it's still working, in my opinion. But it can go overboard. So just be conscientious of what you're doing. But in here you could write like Oktoberfest or 7 p.m. or whatever, because like her outfit kind of, you know, says Oktoberfest. But that's how I make like a white box kind of stand out on some sort of background. But she's super cute like that. I really, really adore that. Let's see. How about some other shapes? We have like open shapes, we have closed shapes, we have like little flag type things, teardrops, things like this. So let me come back over here like by Monday, because I don't want to like put this at the very, very bottom. So something like this, where you have just like a teeny tiny little shape. I mean, these hexagons are a little bit bigger. But again, these are really great for characters and icons. Again, if you have like a foiled icon, it's really great to have these kinds of things in black, and layer the foiled icon over. Because I have foiled shapes here, it's better to layer something colorful from the kit or something black over them. So let me pull, I think I'm going to do this one from Pretty Pink Co. And I think I'm going to use a piece of deco from the kit. I have this really nice book sticker that you can obviously use functionally for reading. And so this just kind of looks like a wreath, but you could put this around an icon. Like if I show you like around that, like, oh my God, how cute would that be? But if I just sort of layer it with the deco piece, it looks really, really cute. I actually wonder if I could layer it with, I could maybe layer it with this, so I could have confetti on the inside of the circle as well. I don't know if that would be too much, but I think I'm just going to put this down as a little wreath here. I'm trying to decide if I want a script with it, because then it's going to look a little different. And I think I do. I think I'm going to put a script in here with it. So give me just a sec and get a reading script. Let me put the reading script in first. Perfect. And then let me layer this. There we go. So you just have like a little touch of foil behind it, but it looks cute. Like it's not quite, I don't know. It's just a little something, something. I should have put the reading script in a slightly different place, but you get the idea. But that's just kind of a shape. Again, you could have done the same thing with a hexagon or with the other kinds of circles and things that come about. And then again, because I have a little room, I think I'm just going to put in a little teeny bit of fall decor and finish off the space. And now to me, that's like perfect. You could have also put the like leaf over that decor and moved everything else over, but that's, you know, your prerogative. What do you want to do there? This is super cute. I need to upload some footage. I'm like at an hour already, but let me be right back. Okay, there's another technique I wanted to show you on these checklist boxes that I really, really love, but it's not going to be put down in my planner quite yet because I will probably use it with day extender. So if you watch the next video, you'll actually probably see it put down, but I'll show it to you on this sheet. And that is to use, like, if you have a sticker like this, so this one is a little character sticker that says rake leaves. I live in an apartment, so I don't have to rake leaves because I don't do my own maintenance. But if you line this up, you'll see that it kind of takes up like 2 hearts worth. And it's kind of silly to like color in or check off 2 hearts for like one activity. So what I love to do is take a flag from the kit, and it doesn't really matter, like this one had these kind of whited out flags, or there were like ombre flags in the kit here, or you could take any kind of flag, and I like to cover up the hearts and kind of turn it into just one activity, and then I don't like make a check off spot for it. I just make it that activity. So there's a couple ways you can do it. If you can see, like, I can put the flag inside the line, I can put it on the line, I can put it over the line. It just sort of depends what vibe you're going for. It also makes the checklist look different if you put it at the top versus like in the middle somewhere or at the bottom. I tend to prefer kind of somewhere in the middle or towards the bottom. I don't often like to have it be my very first thing unless it's something super important. If it is very important, I will put it as the very first thing, because then it's like, oh, bam, like you need to do that right away at the beginning because it's like taking up the whole first part of your checklist. But a lot of times I'll put it kind of down at the bottom and I'll tuck it into that little corner down there. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this checklist. And if your flag, like, I think I can see those hearts through it, because it has that whited out center. So I'm going to white these out, and you will see that this whiteout is much whiter than the like center of this sticker paper. But it will help from seeing through the flag. Obviously if you use a darker color flag, you might not have that issue. But I will tuck that in there. And then hopefully you have enough room for your sticker. Sometimes they get a little bit big, but I don't care about the line. So I will layer like this. And yes, it goes over the line, but it doesn't go over the line of the box. But then I will have a checklist like this where I have something larger that's kind of taking up 2 spots. But I think it's adorable. If you want to see like what does this checklist actually look like, where it's not on the sheet, you know, it would look like that in your planner. But again, I will save this for when I do the day extenders. So you'll probably see this in some sort of flip up or flip down or something like that. But I think that's really cute. I love that technique. I think I did that in one of these other Plan With Me's too. Yeah, so like I put workout. It kind of draws attention to it. Did I do it anywhere else? Yeah, I put date night. So like both of these, I put flags over the checklist, and I just think it is super, super cute. Some other layering things I did in this Plan With Me, I have just a washi strip and I layered 2 icons. So that red is another icon that I wasn't using, and it just sort of gives a background to the icon on top of it. And then here I layered 2 flags on top of each other, which I really love. Here I layered an icon over an appointment label, so you kind of have like, it sort of looks like a gradation of color, but it's just an icon over an appointment label. But those are some other fun layering things that I did in this spread. Just because I love to layer things. But yeah, so let's keep going. What else do we need to do? We have these wraparound flags. These are a really unique product. I don't know if Planning Roses still sells these anymore, but they are like a wraparound flag. So the way this is going to work, it's pretty straightforward. The shape of the flag, you wouldn't like float it in the middle. The shape of the flag is actually meant to look like it's wrapping around the edge of the planner, or like the column. Let me move it up just a little. So it looks like it's coming out from behind. And I just think it's super, super cute. And then again, you could layer a script on top of there. You can layer an icon on top of there. Let's see, what should we put there? Should we do, we can't do bed early if we're going to put Oktoberfest, right? Like, that's not going to work. Okay, there is a little tiny sticker here that says pumpkin patch. And I'm just going to use this little pumpkin deco from the kit. And we're just going to make like this little pumpkin patch here. Yeah, I think I'll just put it like that. So we're just gonna pumpkin patch and then go to Oktoberfest or whatever. So yeah, just something cute, something different. I don't know what other shops sell those. Again, I got mine at Planting Roses, and I don't know if she still sells them, but I think they're really, really fun. Let's see here. Another, oops, I'm tilting my camera. Oh, half-cut headers. Okay, so half-cut headers, if you guys have heard of bougie boxes. So bougie boxes, did I use them on any of these? So the idea of a bougie box is that it is like a full glitter box that sticks down, and then when you layer things on top of it, the background behind the stickers is going to be all glittered, so that it provides a little extra instead of having like white background in back of them. But half-cut headers are kind of like the poor man's version of a bougie box. So what you can do is you can only put them where you might need them. So instead of putting like bougie around this entire thing, I can just put a little bit of glitter right here because it's not filled in there. And instead of, you know, like the whole part of the bougie box that would be behind this checklist would be just wasted because it would already be covered. Instead, I can just bougie the part that is empty space. So I can just bougie right there, and then maybe I should have bougied behind there, but I don't have to. Or I could just stick a bougie like right here. Like if I feel like that's looking a little empty in there. Oopsies. Oh gosh, what is this? Is that like, oh, that's from like between the sheet. I think this will fit in here. Yeah, so if I think it looks a little empty right there, I can just bougie like right between there. And it just sort of divides the space or fills in the space. You can kind of think of it as either way, however you want to. So I can fill in this empty space so that it looks like it's full and like it's no white space. What is up with... Why is that longer? I think it's peeling up the middle. Yeah, it's like peeling up this middle section. There we go. And it looks like you have foil everywhere, but really you don't. And it also keeps your planner the slightest hair thinner because this is only one layer of stickers. You don't have that second layer of sticker underneath here, where you would if you bougied underneath there. Obviously, if you were using like a full box there, like you probably wouldn't put bougie. Typically, you're going to put a bougie box if you had like white space planning, instead of no white space planning. But this is an example of how you can use half-cut headers. So again, you can use them as a divider. You could stack two of them on top of each other on top of a glitter header. because it will fit. Like I could put 2 of them on top of a glitter header and it would cover like a glitter header. Or you can fill in a space, you can separate a space. So I could put another glitter header in here, a half cut header in here if I thought that looked too empty like I did here. But you can use it as a separator. You can use it as a filler inner, if that makes sense. But I think that looks really nice. Like it just adds a little extra sparkle. It kind of finishes off the column, like especially doing all 3 of those. Like I think it just looks really, really polished, whereas these ones are a little closer to the bottom, so it doesn't feel like it's lacking the glitter, whereas these were floating a little bit higher and now it's kind of filled in, but it still looks empty because the glitter is fairly sparse in here. I could also put one like over here on this sidebar piece, because I have this little bit of empty space down here at the bottom. I could put one at the top. Like it just sort of finishes it off in the tiniest way possible. And it just looks so beautiful. I don't know. I love it. I think they're really versatile. And I think you can get really creative with what you do with them. And don't just think of them as like, they just have to be used like bougie, or you have to use 2 of them together to make a glitter header. Like putting that teeny tiny, like just to finish off that space. It's just so nice. Or these, like, I just love it. So don't be afraid. You can always peel it back up if you don't like it. But that's an example of what you can do with a half cut header. Obviously right here, because I could fit 2 of them, you could just put a glitter header also. You could put a patterned header. So like I have these like lace headers. You could fit one of those lace headers in there if you wanted to. You could put any pattern header in there if you wanted. It would work the exact same way. But obviously in here where you have that only teeny tiny little space, you couldn't put a whole header in there. So it just depends what you have available for spacing purposes. Okay, let's do something on Sunday here. I think I want to do something with one of these because they're calling my name, but I think I want to attach a box similar to this, and I feel like we need some green. So let's do this box, this green box, and let's find something that like appropriately fits the style of this kit. Like these I feel like are too springy because they're very, very floral. I feel like these would, or these top ones would go pretty well. Let's do one of these. So these ones are clear, these ones are white, so that always makes a difference as well. But I think this will be just fine, like this. Yeah. Actually, let me put this one down first. And I'm going to kind of mimic what I've got going on here with the stuff on Saturday. But we're going to be a little bit upside down here as far as like, you know, but see how like that creates a little bit of a flow. Instead of having box, box, curve, curve, it creates this flow with your eye to have that pattern. And then I want to grab a script. It doesn't really matter what script. I have like Don't Forget and things like that back here. Let's see. I have like, let's just do barbecue because why not? It's not like I have so many barbecue stickers. I forgot that barbecue was on those Scribble Prints Co. sheets, and I bought barbecue stickers, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't barbecue that often. Okay. So we're going to put a barbecue there, and then I want like a character or an icon. Okay, I feel like maybe just one of these red oven mitts will go pretty well with that little spot there and the kit. And those are from my newest addiction, from the Grillin' and Chillin' sheet. But just a little barbecue mitt. Oh my God, I can't even. Where should I put it? I think I'll put it there. Yeah, I'll put it there. And then you can put like the time, the place, whatever you want to in that little section. So this is a clear half, whatever these are called, floral half circles. It gives you room for a script. I could have put the icon down there and put the barbecue on top of the icon. You could, you can layer them in all sorts of different ways. But I think this part looks really elegant. And again, this like curve kind of leads your eye on this little path, which is really, really fun. And it prevents it from looking so boxy, even though I used a box. Like I have box. I guess you can't see them all. I have box, well, a label with a box, but I have boxes all the way across the bottom. But if you look at this, to me, it does not say boxes all the way lined up across the bottom. For one, I did not layer them all in the exact same spot, even though they are in a pattern as far as like low, high, like that. This one is not. It breaks the pattern, and it is not in the exact same spot. This one breaks the pattern also. These two are not the same. So I have a squared and I have a rounded, which even though they're at the same height, they still provide a different look because this one goes up at the corner. And it just gives a different look. So even though these three are identical at the bottom, they're just different. These are layered a little funny, so they're kind of glossing back at you a little weird. Okay, let's look at another type. Oh, we have these little confetti, like I have so many of these little confetti flag things, and they're from Scribble Prints Co. I'm not sure if they would fit the glam planner. I think you would have to trim them, but if you wanted to add confetti to a flag, especially on something like this, I think that would be really, really fun. But I think you would have to trim the flag because I think it's too long. So let me see here. Oh, it is longer than the flag, but it still fits on the box. So you can see here, like that shiny part right there is because it's longer than the box. So if you wanted to, you could trim it to be there, but that's fun. So that's how you use something like this. I know a lot of people have these from like old Wiggles as well. I'm just trying to show you things that you might have in your collection because I know I have like sheets of those and it's like, how do I use them? I want to use them, but I just haven't. Okay, let's do something a little taller. So let's do something on here, and I think I'm going to use this orange label. I'm going to do this vertically, and I'm going to put this, I'm trying to see the dots. They're so faint. I'm going to put this vertically in here, and it's really fun. You could put like a mandala on the side of that. Like, how cute is that? And then you could put a character vertically in here. I think that would be adorable. You have these adorable type, I don't even know what these are called, like little string bow things. I don't know. What are these called, you guys? I'm just gonna put like 2 or 3. Probably just 2, because I want to leave room. But we're just going to create some height. So these are a sheet. They also come on things like this little freebie from Sadie Stickers. I've seen these in other shops before too, but they come on here. And then this was another freebie. These ones are white, as these ones are clear. So, but I've seen those before. But those are really cute too. And you could totally stick them like, you know, on like a little checklist like that over here. Like that would just be adorable to have hanging down there. I think that would be really fun, but let me grab a character. Okay, so let me grab, I think just this little emoji. I don't know, it looks like it's like playing in the leaves or something like that. And just put the little character in here. I think that's all I want to do. Maybe I want to add a little curly Q on this other side as well, because I know that space isn't going to get completely filled in. So I'm going to just gently stick down half of it and then kind of play with another curly Q. I don't want to like make it too boxy. Yeah, I'm gonna do, oops. I'm gonna do that. And then if I have a little bit of fall deco, I will stick something in there again. I don't love these like brown leaves, but I really like this orange leaf. And really, I think I also have gold leaves. These are from Simply Beautiful Plans, so I'm just gonna layer a little, I don't love any of this. Okay, I'll layer a little gold leaf in there too. So that's another like vertical technique, but again, make your eye move somewhere. If you had a bigger character or like a wider character, it would work a little better. I also prefer that vertical technique with something like this kind of box or this kind of box instead of this like super skinny. But I thought I would try it just for something different. It's, I don't know, just, you know, try it out. Like do whatever you want. But I think that's fun. And let's see, I think we're getting to the end of kind of like a lot of my little techniques. I don't think I want any of the blue. There's no blue in this kit. That's my other kit that I'm using. But I don't think there is this kind of taupe color in here. But I don't know. I mean, these are just transparent circles. Although we could do, where is my circle? This might be a cute layering thing. I haven't done this before, so I'm not sure if it's going to turn out because these are transparent. So I'm not entirely positive, but these are little foiled circles. And then these are little transparent circles. And it might be fun. I don't hate that. Yeah, that's pretty cute. So that's just 2 different types of circles. These are like circle confetti. And then these are just tiny, tiny bows. And then again, these are just circle confetti as well. So that's pretty adorable. And they, again, came in like all sorts of colors. So that is really cute. You could do the same thing. These are little teardrops, like this. You could do the same thing with a teardrop. Icons, obviously. Let's see. We already did mandalas. We did swirly things. Oh, these would work the same way as this kind of sticker. This one that I put down just sort of had that section filled in with sticker paper, whereas these ones are truly just like a half circle, without that like piece right here filled in. But essentially they work the exact same way, so you can just layer with them. It's not really a big deal. These types of little layering pieces, let's maybe put one, where should we put one? I feel like they look similar to the washi strips, so I don't necessarily want that. But, and then which color? Maybe like a little too gray for this kit, but you can just layer like a script over them. You could put them vertically. These ones have bows on them, so I wouldn't necessarily put them vertically because then the bow is kind of sideways. But you could layer a script over them, an icon over them, a character over them. I feel like those are fairly straightforward. I don't know, not the biggest deal in the world. Let's see, let's do another box with a bow. Let's do maybe on Thursday. Maybe something red. Let's do a label. A label with a bow. Well, there's a bow right there. So let's do... Where am I going to put everything? Let's do Monday. But then I don't want red. Let's do yellow. Yeah, I'll still do the label. So a simple label, and then if you have a bow, you could do the same thing with, I feel like clip things like this look best in one of the corners, whereas the bows, especially if they're a little bit longer, stringy things like this, I feel like look really cute in the middle. And I really like when you can decide your own placement. I think they look really cute off center, but not necessarily on an angle. If you just sort of place them like just a little off to the side. One of these like header sheets also, these are Panda Bird Designs, not header, but like just separator. These are kind of off to the side too, but do you see how the bow is at the very, very end? I like to put them kind of indented a little bit. I just think it looks really, really cute. And then you could put some sort of script in there. I love that. I think it's adorable. Whereas again, I think with something like this, I feel like it's best to put kind of indented a little bit. So if I put, I don't know, let's put this red appointment label above this checklist box here, and then I'll put, I have two sizes of these. These are from the Giving Girl. I feel like that one's too big though, so we'll use the littler one. And I feel like these are really nice, kind of angled. I feel like straight on is a little too much, but again, I feel like in the center, I don't know, I just prefer them on the sides, kind of angled, and I think they look really cute on like the little appointment label as well. Just like, hey, remember me. But obviously those are super, super simple layering techniques. I would go over the flags, but I kind of showed you on that previous spread with the Mickey Mouse, kind of how I do a lot of the flag things that are like on the spread. So I don't feel like I necessarily need to do those again where I do kind of double flags and stuff like that. This is another trick that I love with the flags. So I feel like we're kind of done. Again, I also love the like layering just like an icon or a character over a washi strip or a piece of glitter, either like this kind of washi or a glitter header, but I feel like that's not anything new or innovative, or I mean, not that really any of this is, but I just feel like it's good to kind of see a variety of things at one time, in case you are unfamiliar with some of the different kinds of pieces that are out there. So I don't know, that was kind of a long video to not show you that much stuff, but maybe you learned something, or maybe you saw something new to try, like maybe flipping a quarter box or a quarter scallop thing to be a different shape is totally new to you, or maybe flipping a quarter box on an end to take up something longer vertically, like maybe you went on a really long fall walk and it took a long period of your day, is something new to you and you didn't think about it. Or maybe you've never seen these wraparound boxes before, maybe you've never cut your checklist before, but you've always wanted to do that. So I don't know. I hope this helped in some way. Again, if you're interested in the like floral layering that is super popular right now, I would check out Gathered Plans, Shantae Plans, Allie Joan Plans. They have some amazing, amazing layering videos. This is not that kind of video just because I'm not using those kinds of stickers right now. But all of those girls are linked on my channel. They're amazing planners. But I hope this helped in some way or gave you some new ideas as to where you could layer things, or new ideas. If you want to know where any of these stickers are from, please, please, please just ask. And then again, stay tuned for next week if you're interested in how to do extender boxes. We're going to cover double box extenders. We're going to cover half box extenders, full box extenders, all of the different types of extenders. And we'll kind of finish off this spread with like full boxes and things up here so that you get an idea of what this might actually look like, because I don't think I've done any extenders in here that I don't have any in here that I can show you. So if you're interested in those boxes that flip up and flip open and all of that kind of stuff, hit subscribe and you can see that video next week for Planner School. If you're interested in these other Planner School spreads, I guess not all of them are, but a lot of these are Planner School spreads. They are in my Planner School playlist, and they've probably been linked, some of them linked throughout this video. But hopefully this was informational to you. If you want to know about anything else in this planner community that you have been interested in, and you're like, what the heck are they talking about? I need help. Please, please, please don't be afraid to let me know down below, and I would happily do a Planner School video on it for you so that you know what the heck is going on in the planner community. I would love to be helpful to you. I am a teacher, so this is just in my nature to help people figure things out. Obviously, if I don't have the supplies for it, it's going to be a little bit harder, but I would be happy to try to do any video that you guys are interested in. And like I said, stay tuned for Daybox extenders. That will be coming next Wednesday. These are always posted on Wednesdays, and I try to do as many as I possibly can think of. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any questions. If you need to know where anything is from, again, let me know that too. And I hope you enjoyed and learned something. So thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already. And you guys are dismissed from Planner School. See you next week. Bye.